There was a time I believed that life followed a script, neatly written, clearly outlined, predictable. But life, it doesn't hand out blueprints. It whispers through detours, crashes into us like waves, and sometimes it quietly invites us to awaken. I was 27 when I realized I was living someone else's version of my life, surrounded by noise, expectations, titles, responsibilities, but completely detached from myself. I had a good job, a family proud of me, friends who thought I had it all figured out. But I would lie awake at night with this strange ache in my chest, a quiet knowing, this isn't it. This isn't who I'm meant to be. Have you ever felt that way? Like your days are full, but your heart is empty? One morning, I stood in front of the mirror, brushing my teeth, watching my reflection, and I didn't recognize the eyes staring back. They looked tired, unsure, like they were waiting to be given permission to live. And so I made a promise, not a loud, dramatic one, just a whisper to myself. Let's find who you are, before the world told you who to be. That moment didn't magically change my life. It started a storm. You see, rediscovery is messy. I had to face parts of myself I'd buried for years. The childhood dreamer who wanted to paint. The teenager who journaled late at night about seeing the world. The version of me that felt alive in silence, not in applause. People around me didn't understand. Some said I was being irresponsible. Others grew distant. But here is what no one tells you. The path to your true self is often the loneliest road at first. There were nights I questioned everything. I'd left a comfortable career to pursue a vision only I could see. I traded certainty for purpose. And yet, with every page I wrote, every conversation with a stranger, every sunrise I watched with quiet awe, I felt myself returning. Because that's what this is, a return. Not becoming someone new, but remembering who you were before the world dimmed your light. I met people along the way, souls who were also searching. Some had lost themselves in careers, others in relationships, some in trying to be strong for everyone else, and we all carried the same silent question. Is it too late to become who I was meant to be? Let me tell you, it's never too late. One day, I sat on a rooftop cafe in Lisbon, sketching strangers in my journal. A man beside me watched quietly before asking, "Have you always been this free?" I smiled. "No," I said. "I just stopped asking for permission." And maybe that's the shift. Not a perfect plan, not the absence of fear, but the courage to say, I will not abandon myself. You see, life has this strange way of showing up when you begin to choose yourself. When you stop shrinking to fit the room, when you stop apologizing for your light, people will question you. That's okay. They don't need to understand your calling. It wasn't theirs to receive. What matters is that you understand, that you show up. And sometimes showing up just means sitting quietly with yourself, feeling the discomfort and still choosing not to run. So if you're in that place now, lost, stuck, scared, please hear me. This moment is sacred. This moment right here could be the very turning point your future self will thank you for. Start small. Speak kindly to yourself. Let go of timelines. Take the walk. Read the page. Send the message. Say no. Say yes. Say, I don't know, but I'll try. And watch what begins to unfold. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are simply becoming. Becoming the version of you that your younger self dreamed about. Becoming the presence that turns heads. Not because you're loud, but because you're aligned. It's not about perfection. It's about authenticity. The kind that makes your heart beat a little faster. The kind that brings peace in chaos. The kind that doesn't need validation, because it feels like home. You are worthy of that life, of that peace, of that joy that isn't just a highlight reel, but a quiet steadiness that lives in your chest. And you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You only need to remember your story matters. Your voice matters. Your presence is enough. So walk forward, trembling if you must. Let the world adjust to your truth. Let it echo in every room. Let it shape the lives of those watching you, silently hoping they too can choose themselves. Because when one person rises in truth, they don't rise alone. They lift others. They make space. They become the mirror someone else needs to finally see themselves. So take the step. The world isn't waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to be real. And if no one's told you this lately, you're doing better than you think. You're closer than it seems. And your future self? They're already smiling because they see who you're becoming. And they are so proud.